and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Jirou listener. If you're in the live chat, be respectful to the moderators, otherwise let's go ahead and get into it. Your quirk is Siren. When used, your voice draws in other people, putting them in a trance-like state. It works on males best, but sometimes draws in women too. But when overused, it can make people go crazy for them, literally. You gave a big grin to the crowd as you raised your hand in the air, your deep breaths unheard by your roaring fans. You gave them one last wave before walking off the stage, letting out an exaggerated sigh as you headed towards your dressing room. You opened the door to your room and walked in, closing it behind you. After slipping off your shoes and putting on some slippers, you plopped down onto the couch on the side of the room. Well, that was a good performance, you muttered to yourself, running a hand through your hair. You sunk into the couch, letting your arm fall limp beside you. Hey, you good in there? You heard someone chuckle, knocking on the door a few times. Oh, hey, Jirou, come in, you said, slightly adjusting your position as she walked into the room. Man, you look tired, she teased, taking off her shoes and slipping into the extra pair of slippers. I know, but I think people liked the performance today. You smiled as Jirou walked over to you, sitting down next to you and laying her head on your shoulder. Did you? Yeah, it was amazing as always, she answered, glancing up to you. So, how was your day? You asked, putting an arm over her shoulder. It was kinda rough. Aizawa made us do some more training. She sighed, closing her eyes. Isn't that what you do most of the time, though? You questioned, raising an eyebrow. Yeah, but Bakugo hurt my ears again, for the third time this week. She scowled, crossing her arms. Hey, what's your class like anyways? All I know is this Bakugo character is a little shit. She laughed a bit at your description of him, shaking her head. Well, most of them there are awesome. Almost every single one of them deserves to be there, she answered, making you look at her in curiosity. Which ones don't deserve to be there? Well, only one of them shouldn't be there. His name is Mineta. She rolls her eyes. Why doesn't he belong in your class? You played with her hair a bit, making her smile. He's a nasty pervert, that's why. How is that like hero quality? She coughed, making you stop messing with her hair and give her a serious look. And does he do things that involve you? You questioned, a blank look on your face. Yep, she answered, fiddling with her ear jacks. Would you mind if I threw him off a bridge? She chuckled and slightly slapped your leg. What? I'm serious. I wouldn't mind, but I don't want you to go to prison for attempted murder, she said. Or just plain murder, you said in a monotone voice, struggling to bite back a smile. Listener. So, want me to walk you to the dorms? You asked her as the two of you finally got out of reach of your fans. I wouldn't mind, but are you sure you can walk home by yourself? She questioned, making you chuckle. Nah, I think I can handle myself, you answered, grabbing a hold of her hand. If you say so, she smiled, walking next to your side as you both went to the train station. Hey, do you have your mask? Yeah, you smiled, pulling a purple face mask with black squares out of your pocket. Hey, isn't that the one I got you for your birthday last year? Kyoka raised an eyebrow with a small smirk as she watched you put it on. You chuckled and blushed a bit under your mask, scratching your head. Maybe. She laughed and shook her head, squeezing your hand a bit. You laughed along with her and continued to talk, throwing a few jokes in here and there. After a few minutes, before you arrived at the train station, a boy stopped you two. Excuse me, but are you a listener? He asked, hopeful look in his eyes. Kyoka looked at him skeptically, making you squeeze her hand a little. Yes, why? You answered, making sure only he could hear. That's great, I was wondering if I could get a picture with you. He held up his phone, a smile on his face. I guess that's alright, you agreed, looking over. She nodded and let go of your hand, allowing you two to take a photo. The boy nodded and took a selfie with you, getting a little too close for your liking. Thank you so much. The boy grinned, bowing his head as he held his phone close to his chest. It's no problem, he slowly said, growing concerned at the unknown emotion in his eyes. Have a good day, he waved, quickly throwing a glare at Kyoka. She only gave him a hard glare in response as he gave her a smirk. The two of you watched as he took off, stuffing his phone into his pocket. I didn't like him, Kyoka said, narrowing her eyes in the direction the boy went. I agree. Now let's just get back to the dorms, he suggested, making her nod and grab your hand. Here we are, he said, looking up at the UA's giant gate. Yeah, are you sure you want to walk home alone? She asked, concern in her eyes as she looked at you. I'm sure I'll be fine, don't worry about it. You smiled, giving her a small kiss. She smiled and gave you a quick hug. Hey Jirou, what's up? You heard someone say, trailing off as they saw you. Wait, why is Listener here? They exclaimed, their voice echoing in the air a bit. Hello, Kaminari. She sighed, shaking her head a bit. Listener, this is Kaminari. Kaminari, this is Listener. You gave the yellow-haired boy a small smile with a wave, making him blush a bit. I've got to tell the others! Until then, beautiful, Kaminari yelled, running onto the UA campus. He looked at Kyoka in slight confusion, silently questioning the situation that just happened. Well, now everyone will know you're here, she sighed once again, pinching the bridge of her nose. How many people in your class know about me? You questioned, raising an eyebrow. Basically all of them, she answered, shaking her head. Oh boy, you blankly said. So I better get running. I love you and I'll see you later. You kissed Kyoka one last time before walking off, putting your hands in your pocket and raising your mask once again. Love you too, Listener, she yelled back to you, smiling before walking through UA gates. Yeah, this was a good day, you thought, sighing as you looked up to the sky, making your way back home. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Music link, fanfic link, Discord link, thumbnail art link, and all of those things will be in the description. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!